Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, May the 4th. May the 4th be with you, I guess. That must be why it's Star Wars Day today. So, like I said yesterday, no, Friday, that noise is that mechanical flopping fish. I know they've set it off up there. Hi, Custard. And this is Klaxon. Hi, Klaxon. Like I said on Friday, I wanted to start out here and then go into the kitten room so we can see them all run up to me and start meowing. Let's see if that fish settles down first, though. Oh, also, there's Maggie and Loganberry both sitting by the front door, enjoying a little bit of the sun. We got all the windows open today. Looks like it's going to be a lovely day. While we're waiting for that fish to calm down, there we go. I will talk to you for a second about Loganberry. Let's do a little close up and then we'll walk upstairs. Hi, Loganberry. Say hi to everybody. Hey, buddy. Yes. So you guys know Loganberry has a long history of peeing in places that he's not supposed to pee, and it seems like the last couple weeks he's really gotten into it. He's doing more of it than usual. So, last night he peed on the beanbag chair in the main room, which you will notice is missing. And I don't think he got it very bad. Mostly, I think he just got the blanket that sits on top of it. But I took it away so that I could spray it down with Nature's Miracle and let it rest and be all wet for a while in the spare room. So that's what happened to that. Anyway, because he's been so active. Hi, Foggy. Foggy, come back out here. Don't go in the bathroom, for crying out loud. Because he's been so active that way, I made an appointment for him and Custard to both go to the vet together this afternoon. So that's going to happen today. And the reason we're going to the vet is, I guess, twofold. One is I want to make sure that he doesn't have a UTI, because he's been pretty good since we moved to the new house, and then all of a sudden it's springtime and he's sprung a leak. It could be a UTI because of the sudden increase, maybe. But I don't think it is. I don't think it is at all. I think it's behavioral, just like it has always been. And hi, kids. Oh, these two already are out, and here comes the third. Those two kittens got under me so fast you couldn't even see it happen. And there goes number 3. Okay. All right. Hi, Gabby. Anyway, so I feel like it's always been a behavioral issue, and it's basically, I think it's because he gets bullied on by Custard, and then once Custard bullies on him, he sort of makes up for it by going and peeing in the wrong places. More or less. There might be a little bit more to it than just that, but I think that that's a big component. And Custard himself has been very active since springtime. So I think that because it's warm out and the windows are open and all the cats are a little more hyper, that Loganberry's taken a little extra guff from Custard, and then he's taking that out in turn around the house. So that's the reason I'm taking them both to the vet. That way we can sort of try to address it from all angles. And I talked to the vet about it actually over the weekend too. And I think that she is going to suggest that I try to give them a little more stimulation, which I do try to do, but I think having DJ home for the next 2 weeks means that Custard is going to get a lot more attention, so that might help quite a bit. Who knows? Plus, Loganberry is already on Prozac, and Custard I've been giving gabapentin every day, whether he needs it or not, to sort of try to keep things at a minimum in the meantime. But Dr. Katz has been talking about maybe putting custard on Prozac. I suggested it actually, and she said, that might work, so it's something that we could try. And DJ actually came back to me with something that was a little surprising, which has been mentioned in the past, which is CBD oil. And I think if you guys know me at all, you'll know I'm sort of skeptical of things that are not really proven to have any effect, but I'm also willing to try things if we know that there's not going to be any negative outcome. So that's, for instance, why we sometimes use lysine powder in treating viruses in kittens, because even though nobody's shown that it has any effectiveness, we also know it's not going to cause any trouble. So it can't hurt to try, basically. And I think CBD oil might come into that same category. Also, in the past, I know somebody's going to end up recommending this. In the past, we've tried Zilkene, which is supposed to be a calming medicine that I think is based on lactose, possibly, or something like that. And we've also tried that Feel-Away stuff. And it's really hard to say if any of that stuff works. I know I see a lot of people in the comments responding to what I'm saying with things like, "Oh, it worked for me. It worked for me," and that's good. I mean, that feels nice to hear. But that is anecdote. There's so many factors that go into deciding whether something actually works or whether it just seems like it worked. But I do like hearing your stories about it too, because that sort of helps inform what I'm going to do one way or another. So I'm not saying to not tell me that. I'm just saying, don't, you certainly shouldn't say, oh, well, I started giving it to my cat and my cat started acting all better. It's not only is it just one data point, but there's so many other reasons that those things could happen, right? There's a lot of reasons why your cat might have calmed down. Maybe like we're going to do with Loganberry and custard, we're going to try sort of everything at once. And if the problem gets solved, then it's difficult for us to decide to stop something, right? Yeah, plus I also see some people in the chat saying, yeah, what works for one cat also might not work for another. So that's what I'm talking about when I say I'm skeptical about these things. I really like to have proven treatments when it comes to my cats, but you can't always find a proven treatment. There's not always something out there that we know is going to solve it. And sometimes you get so desperate for a solution that you'll just try anything. As long as, like I said, it's not going to cause any harm, then why not, right? So that's my basic thinking about it, about the CBD oil thing. I've kind of turned my nose up at it in the past, but now may be the time for us to actually try it out and see if it makes a difference. I don't know. I know if we do decide to try it out, probably the biggest issue is going to be finding, like a reliable producer of it. I took a quick look online when I was thinking about it, and I see so many of these things are like, oh, CBD oil mixed with peppermint, and I'm like, oh, that's not going to work. It's like, so it's obviously I'm going to have to do a little bit of research to find one that is known to be quality, I guess. Anyway, enough about that. My point was really just that Loganberry's been peeing a lot, and so Loganberry and Custard are both going to the vet this afternoon for some vet-approved decisions about what to do. And it may not be CBD oil, it may be CBD oil, it may be Prozac for Custard and Loganberry both. It may be something completely different that I don't even know about. I'm completely open to it and taking the vet's recommendation on what to try. So that's what we'll do. And in the meantime, I've just got to keep my nose sharpened. That's why you put your nose to the grindstone, so that it's finely honed nose. And then I can go around the house and find any other places that Loganberry might have peed. He didn't just get the beanbag chair. He's also been doing it in my bathroom on the bath mat. And so that also has been washed. Anyway, yeah. So Vin, yeah, can Logan get his own room? You know, that's certainly something I thought of is sort of doing like we did for Smokey at the old house. But I don't know if Logan wants his own room. That's different than Smokey. Smokey wanted to be alone. But Logan, I'm not sure. If he wanted to be alone, that's a problem that would sort of solve itself a little. On the other hand, we have a lot of cats to care for, and having an extra room to have to spend time with Logan every day is a little bit of a burden for me too. So I don't know, but it is something that I have thought about is giving Logan his own space or just giving him microchip access to the office so that he could get away from Custard if he wanted to. I don't know if he could learn that, but maybe. And yeah, the UV light, yeah, I do. I go around at night with the UV light to look for places. Also, I don't just trust my nose. But I think in general, actually, my nose is better than the UV light. Anyway, all right, so we've talked enough about that. There's other things that I wanted to cover while we're trying to show you cute kittens, and they're just going all over, so I can't even do it. Um, I wanted to, what was it I wanted to talk about? I don't even know. Oh, yeah, microchip act. So we've got a door on my office that is keyed with a microchip for the cats, so only certain cats can go in and out. And right now, Smokey and Acro have it keyed to them so they can go in there. But we did that because they were going in there to eat their special kidney food, and now they're not on the kidney diet, they're on the regular diet with everybody else. And I think that's been a big improvement for them. So they don't need to have microchip access to the office. And maybe we could use that for Logan. Just an idea. Anyway, um, boy, there was something else. Oh, okay. So the first something else that I wanted to tell you guys is not directly related to kittens, but I know I've been talking to you in the last couple close-ups about how DJ is coming home tomorrow, Tuesday, and I've been very excited about it. But we've got to put it off by one day. DJ's not going to be home now until Wednesday. Because she's on the night shift right now, and somebody, the people that are, I guess the people that are coming in next on the night shift, they needed somebody to cover one night for them, the Tuesday night. And DJ said, well, hey, I'm already on the night shift, so I'm already adjusted to that schedule. It might as well be me that covers that shift. So she took it, and she'll get paid back for that later by having an extra day off sometime soon. But that does mean that she won't be home until Wednesday instead of Tuesday. And as far as that goes, then that also means that the faculty stream will be running for an extra day. But keep in mind that when DJ gets home, the faculty stream will be offline while she's here for vacation. So probably a couple weeks without it, which is going to seem really weird after a solid month of the faculty stream. But that's how it's going to go. So oh, look at that. So these two are nursing. Meanwhile, Scuttlebutt's gone over there to eat the RC mom and baby cat. Look at that. And I see Pat answering a question about food. I don't know what the question was, but I should also address it. We normally try to feed all the cats, everybody, the faculty, the kittens, right across the board, Fancy Feast Classic Pate Chicken, because the Fancy Feast Classic Pate is a food that's easy to get and is low in carbs and high in protein. It's really good that way. And there's a lot of much more expensive foods that you would think are way fancier. Even a lot of the foods that say they are grain-free don't hit those same numbers because grain-free does not mean low carb. You can be, like a potato, or I've seen a lot of these foods that are grain-free that have carrots or potatoes or peas in them, and you're like, well, yeah, there's no grains in there, but those are pure carbohydrates. So, so the Fancy Feast Classic Pate specifically is something that is high protein and low carb, and we feed them the chicken one. So everybody gets the Fancy Feast Classic Pate chicken usually, but right now, because Gab was having a rough couple days, and because I really want to encourage these kittens to eat, we're also giving them RC Mom and Baby Cat dry food And as I pointed out in the last close-up, I think this is half Fancy Feast and half RC Mom and Baby Cat wet food, which we just saw little Scuttlebutt eating. The wet food, the RC Mom and Baby Cat wet food. So that's good. You know, anything to get them started eating, and then we can slowly transition them to just the Fancy Feast. I think that's a good plan. And if you're taking my advice for what to feed your cat, I do say Fancy Feast Classic Pate is great. And it comes in so many flavors. You can find one that fits for your cat, but not the other kinds of Fancy Feast. They have stuff like, you know, like gravy lovers and chopped and grilled and all these other things that are not classic pate. And those don't hit the same numbers. So stick to the classic pate. But all the flavors of it are good. In fact, the seafood one has a little bit even more protein than the chicken. But we serve chicken because DJ likes it. And yes, I see everybody asking and talking about who is DJ, because there's new folks that are watching the show. Yes, DJ is my better half. She is a doctor in internal medicine, and she hasn't been home for, well, since the day these kids were born, actually. That was the last time that she was home. She's been pretty busy working for obvious reasons. So, yes, DJ is the definitely smarter and more successful part of Kitten Academy. And also better looking, for what it's worth. And you all will probably get a chance to see her with the kittens on Wednesday. Oh, I was going to say one other thing about the food before I moved on, which is if you wanted to try something that was fancier than Fancy Feast on your cat, but you want to keep in mind sort of the low carb, high protein idea, Dr. Elsie's, that's the brand name, Dr. Elsie, makes a line of food called Clean Protein that is pretty good stuff. The faculty likes it too, and I'm thinking about eventually switching them to it. But I've got too much Fancy Feast to get through first, so we'll think about that in the future. Plus, it's really convenient for me to just have one food around. So, but we're thinking about switching that or trying it out on a more than just a trial basis at some point. We'll see. So that's enough about food. What else was there that I wanted to talk to you about? I talked to you about food. Talked to you about DJ being back a day late. I talked to you about the faculty stream will be going away. And if you guys don't know what the faculty stream is, we've got a second live stream, or I guess right now it's kind of third because this is a live stream. The Kitten Academy live stream is a live stream. And then the faculty stream is another live stream. And the faculty stream is one that shows some of the other cameras around the house, and it's sort of exclusive to our Patreons. So, but it also doesn't run all the time. Brooke, yes, Sherry. Okay, Brooke, I need to follow up. I need to send an email to Brooke's people because I haven't heard from them since Brooke went home with them on, what day was that, Friday? Thursday? It seems like forever ago. And I heard from them as soon as Brooke got home. They were doing great, but I haven't had a chance to hear from them again. So I will reach out and see how they're doing. I'll find out. I want to know too. I keep thinking about it, and then I keep forgetting. I need to be in front of a computer to get that done, and by the time I'm in front of a computer, I'm thinking about other stuff. So I'll try to remember to get that done. It's a good question, Sherry. No, I'm glad you asked. What? Hi, what are you standing on? How are you so tall? Are you kids that tall now? They've been climbing all over this thing and playing, and they've been everywhere in the room. They've been all up on this box, and they've been super hyperactive, and they are just being so cute and healthy. And we should weigh them together now just to sort of get an idea. Let's see what we can do. These two are still nursing, so we can start with Scuttlebutt, who is exploring everything right now. I really, by the way, that beanbag chair, that's not the beanbag chair. I don't know why I'm pointing that. That's someone a while ago sent that for mailbag, and I think they made it for us, and it was supposed to be like a trainer beanbag chair for kittens, which is the cutest idea. And it makes a really cute pillow. But it is not a real size beanbag chair, obviously. It's just a little tiny beanbag chair. and it's all floofy, and it's really cute. So the beanbag chair is still in the other room, sort of decompressing, but I think it's expanded enough to actually be useful. The trick is it kind of smells like, I don't know, like degassing beanbag chair. So I was a little hesitant to bring it in here. Not that I think that any of those fumes are going to cause any issues, but this smells kind of bad in this room, sort of enclosed. So I may give it another day or two to relax before I think about bringing it in here. But boy, am I excited to have the beanbag chair in here so I can sit with these kittens. I'm really excited for that to happen soon. I mean, I come in here and sit with them anyway, but it's so comfy to just lay back in the beanbag chair and have the kittens all there. Okay, here we go. Let's waste some kittens. Scuttlebutt, come here. Come here. Hi, come here. Uh-oh, Gabby heard me and thought I was talking to her. Hi, Gabby. Now I've ruined everything. I know, I've ruined it all. Well, Scuttlebuddy, you can go first. Right up here on the scale. Hop on. Stay on the scale, though. Don't come off yet. 18.3 Scuttlebutt. Okay, that sounds like a good weight to me. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, you gotta let go of the blanket, though, Scuttlebutt. Okay, there we go. Now, these kittens are yelling. I don't know if they want me or their mom. Gabby wants to know what I'm doing with Scuttlebutt. So busy with everybody. Yeah, they are. So they were 4 weeks old on Saturday. This is Blarney. Oh, look at that. Are you going to get up there, Scotty? Yeah, there we go. Everybody can do it now. So advanced. And I think Banter's going to join. Oh, she's thinking about it. No, okay, too heavy. All right, so anyway, Blarney, let's weigh you real quick. There we go. 18.65. Oh, 5 or 6. Looks like we're sticking to 18.5 for you, Blarney. I convinced Blarney to eat a whole bunch of dry food yesterday by sprinkling it on the floor. She wouldn't eat it out of the bowl, but once it was on the floor, it was a whole different thing. So I might do that for her again. So if you see some dry food laid out on the floor, it's probably my fault. There's none laid out right now, but that's good. Plus 0.7, that's a huge gain. So I guess whatever I did with the dry food must have worked. Good. And this is Banter. Banter girl, come here. Okay, sit right up there. Isn't a Banter okay, wait, 19.6 Banter. And the Banta was that were the things that they ride in the desert in Tatooine, right? So that's, May the 4th. I gotta make the Star Wars reference when I can. So there's Banter. Banter. Yes, well, you are big, and so we're gonna saddle you and ride you through the desert. That's what we're gonna do. Bantha, there we go. Yeah, so close enough. Definitely close enough. I can see that somebody climbed up and didn't think about how they were going to get down. Scuttlebutt, you want some help? Okay, let me help, because you're gonna make a flip and it's gonna be embarrassing. Let me help you out this time. You can do it on your own next time, okay? There you go. There we go. I wore a shirt especially for Star Wars Day too. Here, let me show you real quick. What do you think? I know, I'm on point. It's got a buddy. Okay. Let's put all this stuff back up here on the scale. Bye. Go out of the way. Let's try to sit down without sitting on any kittens. Like this one that wants to be right under me. It makes them difficult to makes it very difficult for them to be filmed when they're trying to get under me. Easy for me to say. got a litter on your nose. All right, well, I took that off. What are you talking to me about, Gabby? You want me to open that up so you can go back under there, don't you? She wants to get under the end table. That's why the cardboard is there, to keep her from living under there. And it's not that it's such a big deal. It's not dangerous under there or anything. It's just we would never see her again if she got that hiding spot. Also, I'm a little surprised she can fit under there, but boy, does she. Scuttlebutt, what's with that face? Where you going, Blarney? Gabby's doing that thing where she tries to play with them under my leg. You see this? Look at that. She's very invested in this. That is a real fun game for her. I bet she would love that undercover mouse toy that we've got downstairs. I'll have to remember to bring that up here at some point. Oh, you cheated. You went over the top. You know that's cheating. Oh, I'm sorry, Scuttlebutt. Is that too much? I know from the last few days that Blarney here is a very strong chompers and probably was just chomping a little too hard on Scuttlebutt. That's another lesson that little kittens usually have to learn is how hard not to bite. And usually mom helps a lot with that because somebody like Blarney will bite will bite a little hard. And then not only does the kitten that they bite on yell about it, but then mom comes in to break it up. And that's over time, I think, one of the ways that they learn not to do that. And we're big fans here of letting mom teach lessons when she can. Although we also try to help out there, obviously. Gabby's just settled down right here on my lap. Hi, Gabby, still talking. It's Blarney, the big biter. Also, the bold explorer. Blarney's the first one to have done, got out of the box, and the first one to climb all the things, and et cetera, et cetera. And then this is Scuttlebutt and Banter, as you know. What are you talking about, Blarney? Do you want me to try to feed you some dry food on the floor? Hey, if I put the dry food on the floor in here, maybe it won't look so bad on the stream. Let's put some right in there. Just sprinkle it right in. Look at that. What is all that? Floor food. What? You know you want some. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Nope. That's ridiculous. Banter size. Oh, there we go. Hi, Banter. What do we got going on here? Hi. Tap, tap, tap. What was I just saying about not letting you bite fingers? It's okay if you want to lick. No. Banter, where are you going? I know. Well, why? Why do you just walk away and then you act all upset about it like I abandoned you? You're the one who walked away, Banter. You get a big kiss, Banter. There you go. Eat some of that food. Eat some of the floor food. I think she wants to cover it up. Oh, I just called you Banter. You're Blarney. I know who you are, Blarney. I know it. Everybody, I know. This is Banter. I do that their whole lives, so. Well, we started with Belle's kids. They're fine. Oh, by the way, I wanted to say one other thing about Belle before we wrap it up, which is Belle's not wearing her secret agent suit, and we have seen her kids nurse on her a little bit, but I keep checking her sutures, and they all look great. Plus, I also know when I have seen them nursing on her, she lays in a way where they only really have access from the side. So they're not really getting where the sutures are. And I've also observed her kicking them to tell them to go away when she's had enough. So I feel like she's got it all under control and she doesn't need to wear the secret agent suit. I check a couple times a day to make sure that's still true. So if you see Belle wandering around on the stream or the faculty stream and you notice she doesn't have a suit, and even if you see her kids nursing, that's why. It seems like it's okay. It seems like she's got it managed. And I guess we should wrap it up. So thank you so much for watching the kittens this morning with me. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for all the great questions in the chat. I know I didn't get to see them all or respond to them all, but there were quite a few that were great prompts for me to just ramble about today. And we will do another close-up tomorrow, of course, but in the meantime, you can watch these kittens on the Kitten Academy live stream here on YouTube, assuming I can keep them on camera. And some of you can watch them on the Discord Patreon-only faculty stream for another day, an extra day, until Wednesday afternoon, most likely. Then finally, just to recap, I'm going to the vet with Logan and Custard this afternoon, and that is to try to get this pee problem under control, see if maybe Logan has a UTI. And then the big kids, bells, whistles that we started the stream with that are downstairs, bells, whistles are going to the vet on Wednesday for their graduation surgery, their spay. Are you playing in the litter box or are you going to poop? I think she's gonna do it. She's digging. She's making a poop announcement. Such a big event. Oh, this could be it. Well, we don't need to have that on the stream though. DJ doesn't approve, even for the little cute kittens. But I'm gonna go check that out. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow.